I hope you're doing all right. I hope you're keeping safe. I hope you're keeping sane. I hope you had a good weekend. Just a quick video, this one. I've got a longer video that I want to make, but just very, very quickly. I've had word from a couple of friends of mine who are gamblers, who bet online on sports, also have the occasional dabble at the online casinos with slots and all the rest of it. Okay, I've had word from a couple of people, and if you're in the same position, you may have had the same, to say that their accounts are being restricted. They are being limited, and they're being limited on how much they are able to spend. Basically, an enforced loss limit. Now, loss limits, alongside deposit limits and all the rest of it, have been a staple for responsible gambling sections on online casinos and betting sites for quite some time. But unlike this sort of voluntary opt-in system that we've seen to date, this is actually an enforced limit that is decided and applied by the online casino, and it is based, from what we can tell, on your credit score and on what they consider to be affordability, so income and expenditure basically. Now, there is a new white paper between the government and the UK Gambling Commission, the UKGC, that is due to be released soon. The full details of this are as yet undisclosed and as yet, I believe, undecided. However, there were rumours that there would be spending limits put in place as part of this new legislation, and it would seem that a lot of the online betting companies, certainly the bigger ones, are getting ready for some form of new legislation which will force them to restrict how much their customers are able to deposit and ultimately how much they are able to lose based on individual financial circumstances. Recent changes to the UK GC legislation, which slowed down slot play, removed autoplay, stopped bonus buys and things like that, does seem to have had an impact on the number of new sign-ups for these online casinos. And this idea that you will now be limited as to how much you can lose based on your affordability, whilst I appreciate will probably actually be quite annoying for some, certainly those who really enjoy online gambling or gamble online an awful lot, I believe could be a real another positive step towards curbing and flattening the pandemic, so to speak, of gambling addiction and new gamblers that we have been experiencing over the last decade here in the UK. So I'm really, really positive about these changes. Of course, time will tell as to both what they finally end up being and also how effective they end up being. But I would like to see this as a positive, another good step. And whilst I'm very, very quick to criticise government, UKGC, gambling companies, all the rest of it, and often quite rightly so, I will always give credit where credit is due. And if there are putting steps in place to protect people who cannot afford to gamble from gambling, then to me that can only be a positive thing. Of course, I will bring you more information, more news as and when I know the finer details of this, but just wanted to sort of share that with you and let you know, of course, if you are in that position, you're having your accounts limited, then it isn't just you. This does seem to be something that is spreading quite far and wide across the online gambling industry here in the UK. And look, it may be being selfish as a recovering gambler, but I think it can only be a good thing. It can only help to stem the problem of what was a spiralling problem of addictive gambling, or gambling addiction, here in the UK. And so I say carry on. Right, stay safe, stay sane, and I'll catch up with you later in the week. Have a good day.